Hi, fourth graders. I hope you are adjusting well to life with remote learning. I hope you've had some time to make artwork just in your free time in your sketchbook. But today, what I want to do is introduce to you the next project that we will be working on. And I want to give you the directions so you can start planning and brainstorming your ideas. Hopefully, we will be able to make these out of clay. So let's take a look at the clay pinch pot animals. All right, so we are going to be talking about planning for your clay pinch pot animal or creature. You can see here there's some examples, and I just want you to think about what they have in common. Also look at some of the details on them as well. Before we start planning the pinch pot animal, I want to review one vocabulary term with you, and that is what a clay pinch pot is. A clay pinch pot is a simple form of handmade pottery where you use your fingers and thumb to shape the clay into a bowl shape. That is how the pinch pot animal is started. You use a pinch pot as the base, and then you can add details onto that. The clay pinch pot goals are: for now, you are going to be brainstorming and sketching multiple ideas for your clay pinch pot creature or animal. The next one is when we come back to school and you can make it out of clay. You will use clay building techniques. We've been building up your clay building techniques through the different projects you've done in first, second, third, fourth grade, now fourth grade. Scoring and slipping, adding detail. And then hopefully you can create your animal out of clay and add detail using additive and subtractive detail like we've talked about in past projects. For planning your design, your goal for this art class is to draw out 3 different animals or character ideas. It's a really good idea if you're able to look on Google, type in clay pinch pot animal, and just start scrolling through ideas that can help you get some inspiration. Think about, as you're looking at different photos to give you some ideas, think about if you want to have a big mouth for your animal, that's the pinch pot, or you could hollow out the body somehow. Also think about, will you create the whole body or just the head, or will you have arms? What sort of details? You should have all of these in your sketches. Here are some ideas that I found online when I was searching. The giraffe is pretty simple with the bowl at the bottom, the pinch pot, but the head does come out of it. I really like the octopus because you can really tell that he has the tentacles, and I love the big mouth ones. With the dog as well, you've got the funky tongue sticking out, which I think is cool. The owl pinch pot, you can definitely tell the pinch pot shape, but I love the detail and textures that were added to make it look like an owl. And then I thought the crab was fun with the huge mouth with the baby crab inside. Let's take a look at how to get started. Once you've done some brainstorming, then you're ready to start sketching and thinking of more ideas of how you can make your pinch pot animal or creature your own. I would suggest starting with a pinch pot shape. You can start by drawing a smiley face, a big smiley face. And then you can draw a little smiley face or an oval at the top. This is a great way to start out for your pinch pot base, and then you can think about what you could add to it. If I would want to create, let's say I want to have the open body and have the face on the front, I can draw my details on the front here, and I'm going to have an animal in mind too, so I'm going to pick an elephant. It's one of my favorite animals. So I might think, how can I make this shape into an animal? I could add little stubby legs off the bottom with the detail of the nails. Could have a trunk coming off the front, little eyes. Of course, elephants are known for their long trunks and also their big ears. So then I could maybe add an ear off the side. There's one idea I have. If you want to have a big mouth for your animal, you might have to think a little bit differently about how you can use the pinch pot shape. I might want to have just my mouth starting with a circle here. And then I could start adding my detail around it. If this is my big mouth, maybe it is a creature that I invented, a robot or a monster. I could start with the mouth here. And maybe here's his lips. And he has square teeth coming down. Here's his lips. Here's the rest of his face. Maybe he's a cyclops, so he only has one big eye. I can draw my detail of the eye in there. He needs some sleep. So this would be the hollow mouth. So this would be the inside of the mouth here. Maybe he has a tongue in there too, who knows? Could add detail inside the mouth, and then maybe for his feet or arms, he just has tentacles sticking off all around. And he has scales. So I can draw some detail that way. You will need to think of 3 different animals or creatures that you want to create. And then I want you to sketch out your idea and try to sketch out where the open part would be, where the pinch pot would be. Either an open bowl with the animal added, or the mouth open, or you could get creative in different ways and have a hollow open area somewhere else. Have fun designing and imagining what your big mouth pinch pot creature could look like.